We are live.
Let's
Welcome to
get it.
episode 58 of Filmaholics Entertainment Podcast. We are back in the saddle here today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Vooman. Voo, ready to rock and roll today, brother, aren't you?
Of course, Lieutenant Lollipop.
Yeah. I mean, and the last time we podcasted, Vooman, speaking of Vooman, Lumen, speaking of Severance, wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right?
I mean,
it's been 2 weeks.
No, don't spoil anything because I haven't seen the second one. And then tonight, as we're recording, the third one does come out.
Yeah.
What do you think of the show so far, man?
Ooh, very good. Like, I feel like there's so much suspense, like what's going on. Like the sci-fi thriller aspect of it is perfect. I think the acting's perfect. It's got me questioning. It's got me going on like all these different tangents, trying to look things up after episodes. So that's what you want in a show, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? That first episode, we had a lot of conspiracy theories going on, I feel like. I mean, I've only seen one. I'm seeing the second one tonight. I was on a work trip. Like I said, every week, trying to push this merchandise through. So, yeah, trying to get that. But no, I mean, to you, dude, what do you have an idea of what you think? Are they, after 2 episodes, are they giving you a little more of an inkling on the show of what was going to happen, or is it still kind of a mystery, like you just said?
I feel like it's still kind of a mystery. Have you been on like TikTok at all, looking at what
I have not.
things could mean? Yeah.
So I pretty much have deleted all that shit.
Yeah,
I gotta get more into it.
I've been on it.
Have you?
Just trying to figure out what things mean.
Well, what do you think? Like last week, I think the big story from the first episode, and spoilers for me, was the lady, the redhead. Was she real, or was she the one that was the innie or the outie? I think there was that confusion.
That was a big question. Like after I watched that first episode, I texted a couple people like, "That's her outie, right?" But people are like, "No, I think that's her innie, but she just doesn't want to divulge that, like, who she is in real life, her outside world."
Okay,
That's like a big part, a big debate right now.
Yeah. And then, I mean, of course, it started off with a new I thought the team was like killed or something. I knew they were going to show up at some point. Yeah. But I mean, that first episode when they showed up, the episode starts with him running. And then, I mean, I told you we weren't going to really review this, but damn, I mean, it starts with him running, and then all of a sudden he has this new team there.
Yep.
I mean, it was a little
what about their supervisor, like that little girl?
Yeah. Is she still their supervisor by the end of the episode? Yeah, she is, isn't she?
Yep. Such a random thing. Like, who is she? What does she do? Like, so many more questions, you know?
So many more questions. I mean, how are we going to see the repercussions of what's his name? What about his boyfriend, husband or boyfriend, or what are they in the inside of?
Bert and
yeah, those two.
I forget what the guy's name. Like I forget what his name is even.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. Yeah, it was a good first episode. I know you've seen the second episode. You want to give like a quick review of that second episode without any spoilers? Anything like that, like kind of push forward a little bit from the first to the second, or if you can't do that, that's fine too. I don't want to.
I mean, like episode 1 was just innies, right? It was all innie based.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 2 is all outie based.
Oh,
during that same time frame.
Okay.
So you get to see, because that was my big question. Was like, we didn't see any outie presence at all in this episode.
Yeah.
First one, I was like, what's going on the outside? All those questions get answered in episode 2.
Okay.
You're in for a treat, Cam.
I like it. I can't wait, dude. Yeah. All right. Well then, hey, you know, that's big one for this week's episode. We're missing Brad, unfortunately. So I know we wanted to go through Severance a little more, but you know, I think before we get into our main topic, which is we're going through the top January movies of all time. Yes, the dead month. A lot of people like to say the month that you put people like, or things like Madam Web or like Venom. Maybe the first Venom was this month. I forget. You know, some of the worst movies out there of the year usually come out in January post Christmas. So, I mean, should be a fun bracket. But what have you been watching, Vu? I mean, what's been up with you, man?
I feel like I've been watching a lot of reality TV. Going back, I feel like in the winter is where I watch most of my reality TV. Like watching old MTVs, like Real World. I've been watching The Traitors. I know Lindsay's been watching that too.
Yeah.
And that's probably the best reality game show on TV right now.
Yeah, I got
So,
you.
yeah, it's been fun to watch that. But as far as stuff that's scripted, I've been on a tear when it comes to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, that show is fantastic.
Yeah,
All that.
dude, I'm so depressed that we didn't go through this enough. Or sorry, we didn't talk about it, or it didn't make the tournament itself, or did it? Do you remember?
I didn't think that it did, but I talked to Holton earlier today, and he said it did. So it just didn't go past the first round, I don't think. Or it beat Arrested Development, and then it lost to something else.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but interesting. Yeah, I just don't remember if it was in that first. I'm looking for that tournament right now.
Yeah. But it's such an easy show, and it's it's in the 90s. It's Will Smith. It's before the slap. Life was simpler back then.
Yeah, true. Oh God, right before, dude, that slap's insane. I mean, hey, we got the Oscars coming soon, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's hilarious. Well, hey, I mean, what is you watching Fresh Prince? Did you start that Spider-Man show, or was it just me?
I think it was just you.
Okay.
I kind of forgot that was even out.
Honestly, I kind of did too until I was on Disney Plus for some reason. I don't know why I was watching Disney Plus randomly. But yeah, dude, I mean, I recommend it. I recommend you check it out.
Mhm.
It was, I was telling you guys this morning, it doesn't feel as big and as high stakes as X-Men did, the last animated series I saw. Of course, same with it feels like the beginning of like the Cross Spider-Verse movies.
Okay.
So far it's not like insane. I mean, I'm only on the first episode so far. Halfway through it, and it's him like trying to find a girlfriend, you know what I mean? Or it's him going through like the quick origin story and then moving on to like just finding, like keeping it more neighborhood like. So I'm sure it's gonna be more things like that to start, but
is this set in like the 70s?
No, modern day.
Oh, it's modern day. I was wondering if they were gonna collab with like the X-Men or something.
God, that'd be insane. I mean, so far they did. Spoilers, but you do get one. Actually, I won't say it. You do get one Avenger so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's one thing I like about it, is that they're mixing it in like that.
Okay. I'm hyped about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good so far. But yeah. Well, hey, I mean, God, what am I watching? So I told you I'm watching Spider-Man.
Yep.
And then I'm of course Severance, but I haven't watched TV in a week. I got to get into Creature. Oh, I finished Shrinking. Did I talk about that last episode?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
So you watched the Thanksgiving
Oh
Day
my
episode?
God, the Thanksgiving Day episode was insane. I was truly enlightened, impassioned after that. I mean, I truly felt like it was amazing. Yes. It was really amazing, man. I mean, it was it made me tear up. The ending of the episode, spoilers again. Spoilers if you haven't watched Shrinking. I got to talk to you about this. Him finally going to stop his DUI driver from committing potential suicide or hurting himself at the end there, and kind of forgiving him. The big theme this season was forgiveness, correct?
Yeah.
Would you agree? Or everyone had their own battles they had to deal with. I mean, but I would say forgiveness. I mean, what's her name had to forgive Jason Segel.
Yeah. Did you know that's how they set the show up?
What do you mean?
Like, so the creator is actually that guy, the DUI driver. He's one of the creators of the show. Yeah.
What?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's always been planned for 3 seasons. So the first season's theme was grieving. Okay. The second season's theme is forgiveness.
Okay.
And then we don't know what the third one is yet. But that's how like they set the show up, is like there's one theme per season.
I mean, I remember when it happened, man, where all of a sudden it was a great episode. I think they finally broken through to the the Iraqi soldier, I think was in that episode. So then they're all walking out, and then all of a sudden he catches eyes with the DUI guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If we had watched that show like in real time last year, it would have won so many FAB.
Oh God, I think it would have too. I really do think it would have. I mean,
that's why I'm a big advocate for it being FAPI eligible for 2025.
Yeah. I mean, I give it a 9 out of 10 as a show. I do think the writing sometimes is really cringe. I mean, that's it. But I mean, it's almost like they're just being too like, oh, life is perfect. Hey, how you doing, Mama Jama? Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, like
G-Unit or
character.
Yeah. Like they're a little cringe to me, but maybe, you know what? Some people may like that.
Yeah, it breaks it up because there's a lot of serious conversations in that show. A lot of serious things happen. So it's a little nice to break it up, but yeah, it's a little silly, a little overly silly sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, what do you give a rating for it?
Ooh, I wouldn't give it a 10, but like a 9.5. I loved the show. Like one of the best shows that I watched last year, I think.
Okay, gotcha. I think it's definitely probably top 5 for me. Sorry, I just got a text. I'm on my MacBook. I just got a text. Yeah, no, I probably agree with you like that. I think it honestly was probably top 5. Is it better than?
I would have snuck. I'd say top 2. That and The Penguin were my 2 favorite shows last year.
Okay, yeah.
What would you?
Yeah, I would have to think about it. I can't even think about last year's shows. I mean, dude, I think X-Men '97 might have made mine.
Oh dang!
I know we nominated it. It was really good. I was glad I got through it, but
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, hey, I mean, is there anything else that we're missing? Did you see any movies or anything?
I've been so slacking on the movies. I
Yeah.
feel like it's just been a slow month. I feel like Wicked didn't live up to my expectations, and I don't think I've seen a movie since that.
Okay, I got you. I
What
mean,
about
dude.
yourself?
So of course I saw Mufasa. That was a fine movie. Okay, so since the last time I talked to you guys, I saw Den of Thieves 2, which is a good movie. I recommend it. It's a good heist movie. But it's not like Ocean's 11 heisting. It's just yeah, it's just decent heist. And then I saw Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg, directed by.
What was that?
I mean, again, dude, it was an hour 30 minutes of constant action and good stakes. So I had fun, man. It was kind of cool that it took place on a plane the entire time. And I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, they had to help fly the plane without people who don't know how to fly one, and just a lot of anxiety, which I kind of like. It was a good thriller. I recommend if you're just like, there's so many better movies out there in the world. I would not tell you to put it on your list, but as someone who watches a lot of movies, it's a good one to add to your repertoire, I guess. Decent one to start the year. Exactly, since we're in the middle of the slowest season possible. So, yeah, it's not too shabby, man. Not too shabby.
Nice. At
Well,
least
hey, dude.
out there. You're using up that pass.
That's one of my. I was talking to you about my diet a little bit, but that's one of my cheat meals is eating popcorn with butter and cheese. Oh, yeah.
You have to.
So like I go to the movies almost specifically to get some popcorn and butter.
It's pretty healthy. It's just the vegetable, right? So
yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, there's even some protein in it. Surprising.
Yep.
And it's like 1,000 calories.
Yeah.
If you eat a full one, it's like at least 1,000. It's insane.
Yeah, it can't be too healthy.
No, it definitely can't be. Well, hey, then I mean, I don't have much voice left in me. I want to make sure that we get through the tournament. So I say, let's jump in, brother. Come on,
sweet. All right. Well, I'm gonna join the stream from my laptop now.
Okay.
Let's see here. Entering the studio. All right.
Oh, you might want to mute one. There we go.
Am I good?
I think you're good now. Well.
Oh wait. Why am I here?
Oh, he jumped off. Let's see if we can get him back in. It says you're here, but then it kicked you. I mean, like I said, we are doing this episode we're going to be going through our top movies of January. So I might have to talk to myself. I mean, I'm trying to think even what movies are coming out. Last January was some random ass movies. Maybe I should kick you from the studio and you jump in again. Maybe not. Let's see. Maybe he had to hop in, hop back out. I think I'm getting text. Bracket has been created. Says I'm backstage. It doesn't say he is. Oh, here he is. There you go. You on the laptop now?
Now I'm fully on the laptop.
All right, perfect. All right, jump on in, brother. What do we got? I'm not really looking. I don't expect it to be like the greatest bracket we've ever gone through, but maybe it'll be an interesting one. Who knows?
Yeah. So there was a theme when I looked up highest grossing movies in the month of January.
Okay.
A lot of war movies.
Oh God. Okay. That's all right. Interesting.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes. All right. Or now I can. You have to add it to the stage. All right. Let me squeeze on in.
Yep.
Oh my God. It's like all war movies. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's just a popular time to get your war films out there.
What do you think that is? Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is
Okay.
really interesting. So
we've got Black Hawk Down twice on there. Is it that good?
Oh shoot.
Oh, it looks like Kung Fu Panda's moving on.
Give me a second. What was the?
No worries.
Have you ever seen the movie Glass?
Glass. Yes. Yeah, I don't hate it.
Oh wow, that's what I took down. So I'm gonna put it back in. So
okay, gotcha.
We're covered. Good eye, Kev. Good eye.
Yeah. I'm always on top of things, baby.
All right, should we just get into it?
I say we just get into it, brother. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right, for our number one seed, the highest grossing movie in the month of January, American Sniper, going against number 16, Black Hawk Down.
Okay. I have seen both of these movies. Have you seen both?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen both, though.
Yeah, I honestly I don't think I saw it. So do you remember the hype behind it? Like Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Is this his award or was it? I think he won Best Actor for this movie.
Yeah, this is the one where his character gets murdered at the end, right?
At the end, yeah.
Yep.
He's like
spoiler alert, guys.
Yeah. Well, he was like part of Al-Qaeda, or he was against the Navy SEAL Team 6, I think, correct?
Yep.
And I don't think he was the one that took down, or like, was he just known as being a great sniper over in Iraq? Is that what it was? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, like a bunch of confirmed kills.
Yeah, was he the most all time? Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah,
that's right. And then he's killed at the end by a friend.
I think it was just like somebody struggling with PTSD. That he was trying to help out. Yeah,
that's right. That he was trying to help out. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Black Hawk Down is about I think it takes place in Africa back in the 90s.
I think it's Somalia, right?
Somalia, that's right. Yep. And when a Black Hawk gets shot down, and they're essentially just trying to survive. Now, dude, have you seen the cast of this Black Hawk Down movie?
It's been a while. I know that like the guy from Trap is in it, right?
Yes, yeah, he's in it. It was like when it was during his peak.
Yeah.
Let's see who else is in it. I think
isn't Orlando McGregor?
Bloom yeah, Orlando Bloom, Ewan McGregor, Tom Hardy.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I remember like Jason Isaacs, William Fichtner is a kind of a well name, but Ty Burrell from Modern Family's in it.
What?
Yeah. It's like low key a decent Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven's in this?
Yeah, Jeremy Piven. Yeah,
it's Entourage. Yeah. What?
The OG Fantastic Four, Mr. Dr. Reed Richards is in it.
Oh, Ian? Was his name Ian?
Yeah, Ian. Yeah. I mean, it's got a solid cast.
This is like a Fast and the Furious level cast.
Yeah. It's kind of insane, but both movies I haven't seen in a while. I mean, what do you remember? What do you want to say about these movies? And if you want to give your vote, you can give your vote.
Yeah, both movies very gory, very patriotic. You feel like an American watching them.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I don't even know. They're both just so gory. This is just gonna be like the theme of this bracket. There's really gory movies.
I think if I look back on it, I think I like Black Hawk Down better.
I think Black Hawk Down was the better movie as well.
It's more action, and it's also James. I think it's James Bay, or Michael Bay, or the guy who did Transformers. I think he directed that.
Is it a true story as well?
Yes. Yeah. It's true
okay.
story.
I feel like that just adds to it.
Yeah. So. No, it's crazy. I mean, Josh Hartnett was a stud in that movie. Oh, it's Ridley Scott.
Oh,
Ridley Scott directed that movie And then who directed American Sniper? And then American Sniper was done by Clint Eastwood.
Oh, dang,
Yeah.
a battle of the great directors.
The great directors there. Yeah, both are solid. I mean, you think we should go with Black Hawk Down, even though American Sniper is probably better? Like award more. It's probably won more awards.
Even with it being more awarded, I feel like Black Hawk Down was the better story, and it kept you engaged more.
Yeah. Oh, Black Hawk Down actually had a higher Rotten Tomato score.
Oh, dang!
So I think we're in the right way of going with that one. All right, let's go Black Hawk Down for this first.
Black Hawk Down moves on.
All
this
right.
is gonna be like our greatest war movie bracket of all
Dude,
time.
honestly, you know what? That's such a good point, man.
So next we have The Revenant versus Zero Dark 30.
Oh wow! Okay. Did you ever see The Revenant?
I saw The Revenant in theaters.
Oh yeah! Oh
yeah!
Okay.
But I have never seen Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30 is it's about the killing of it's about everything leading up to Osama bin Laden. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Chris Pratt. That was his first big movie post Parks and Rec.
Chris Pratt's in Zero Dark 30.
It's where he lost his weight before Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, wait, was Zero Dark 30 the Jim Halpert movie? John Krasinski?
No, that's a different one. But yeah, that's pretty funny.
Different war movie.
I forget what that one is. That one's by Michael Bay.
Okay,
I know that one for a fact. That was a crazy one. But yeah, Chris Pratt, I think makes a shot on Osama bin Laden.
Yeah. For The Revenant, is this the one that Leo got his first Oscar?
Yeah, first Oscar, gets his ass kicked. I think this one is better than Zero Dark 30.
Yeah,
that's personally myself. I think it's good. Tom Hardy's also in this one.
Okay.
It's also like you said, Leo acts his ass off in it. The bear itself should have been nominated for an Oscar.
That was like a whole that was the story, right?
Yeah.
That was the movie.
Well, it's kind of funny. I have a good story because it was like 2014, 2015. The movie was supposed to be released in January, of course, but somebody hacked. Was it Warner Brothers or some whoever that made the studio? Somebody hacked it and put it online for free with full 1080p HD.
The Revenant?
So me and my buddy watched The Revenant at home during Christmas break.
Wow.
Early and everything, on 1080p at home on this nice TV, and it was a huge deal to us. So I have high memories of it because of that too. But it's a good movie too.
Was this the Sony hack?
Oh, well, let's check.
Yeah,
let's see what the Revenant hack was.
Wow, how pissed would you be?
Oh God, they had to be livid. The Revenant. I guess there's a book called The Revenant Hack.
I wonder now I'm curious to what studio. I feel like Sony doesn't make good movies though, so it can't be Sony, right?
Yeah, I wonder.
No,
dude, they don't even have news about it. I wonder if it's forgotten in history or something. Who made The Revenant? Who made The Revenant? Okay, Inarritu, he's a pretty good director. So far, it has not told me who actually what company.
No studio name, huh?
So far, no studio. Oh, 20th Century Fox.
Oh,
yeah, 20th Century Fox. Yeah. I mean,
was this movie Leo's only Oscar?
I think it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, dude, the things he had to go through in it.
Yeah.
I think he had to be in the elements.
Yep.
So I think it moves on, but that's just personally me. We could always do a horse race if you don't agree.
I haven't seen Zero Dark 30, so to me already it moves on.
There we go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Kung Fu Panda versus Glass 3.
Kev, I haven't seen either of these movies. Break it down for me.
All right, you know what? I have not seen Kung Fu Panda 3. I saw Kung Fu Panda 4. It was awesome. Glass was the worst of the 3 movies, if I recall. Glass is the third one, is it not? Or is it the first?
Of what? I didn't even know what that was.
I think Glass.
Is this like the Split saga?
Yes, Split. Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really good. I would still give it because I haven't seen the third. I think it moves on.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Is it still is Glass where they all come together?
Yes, and it is kind of good in moments, like when they're in the prison together. It's really shot. It's almost like a tale of two different movies. For some reason, it looks like whenever there's studio interference or something, it just felt like the first half of the movie is really good and the second half's not good.
Okay, interesting.
But that's also M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah,
Like he never can close out movies, if you ask me.
true.
You know what I
Very
mean?
true.
I mean,
Yeah,
God,
even
there's
that
only
Trap. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the hell is this?
Oh
ending?
God, Trap was like 30 minutes too long.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were stuck in that house, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that how yeah, it should have never left the concert venue.
Oh God,
honestly.
yeah, 100%, 100%. I think that was 100% the downfall.
Yeah, and now I'm thinking of Cabin in the Woods, and that didn't have a great ending either.
God.
So-
Oh God, Cabin! I hated the Cabin in the Woods when they came out. Nothing against this, but it became a religious film, right?
Yep. Oh,
I thought Dave Bautista's character was kind of good in it.
I'm a M. Night Shyamalan hater now.
I think I
after
am too.
his last two movies, and those are the only two movies I've seen from him. So
Yeah,
I just don't get it. But hey, Glass moves on.
yeah, 100%. Hey, I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Do you want to go on to the next one and see what you think? A New
Yep.
Hope came
Yeah.
out.
It was like a special edition thing.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll be
I
right back
figured-
though. You pick the next one.
The next set that we have, Ride Along versus A New Hope. Now, A New Hope is generational. Like this is what spurred the Star Wars movement into $1 billion industry today. And then you have Ride Along, one of Kevin Hart's best movies. Potentially, but to be fair, doesn't have a lot of great movies. So this is a tough one. A New Hope. Oh, yeah, maybe not so tough. I'm gonna go with A New Hope. Does it get a little slight notch down though for not being a true January movie? Now let me look it up. A New Hope release date. Wait, what? Oh, it say it came out in May of 1977. But there was a special release in January. Somehow it makes the list. I guess just to keep us honest, I think Ride Along moves up. Comment, chat. What do you guys think? I feel like I don't know what site I was on. Maybe I just got some bad data. Let's see here. January box office by month. I'm going to look at it again. 1997 special edition. Weird. Maybe this site's just not credible. But I think for the time being, Ride Along has to move on. So that wraps up the west side of the bracket. We got Black Hawk Down beating American Sniper, The Revenant beating Zero Dark 30, Glass beating Kung Fu Panda 3, and then Ride Along beating A New Hope. Some would call that an upset. I don't know. Is that the biggest upset in BAP tournament history? Let us know in the comments, guys. All right, for the next side, moving on to the east, we have Bad Boys for Life versus Gran Torino. I'm going to be honest. Bad Boys for Life. I don't know which installment this is. I've never seen a Bad Boys movie, but Kev will be able to talk about this. Gran Torino, I've only seen clips, and it looks pretty intense. I bet Kev has seen both. So we're just going to wait in peace and silence. No, I'm kidding. I won't do that to you guys. Maybe we'll move on to the next side. Split versus Lone Survivor. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's Taylor Kitchen Lone Survivor. Big fan. Moving down, we got The Book of Eli versus The Beekeeper. Ooh, Jason Statham. Big fan. And then we have Cloverfield versus 1917. Haven't seen either. I've heard 1917 it's a hot movie. So We'll wait for Kev's opinions on these. I don't want to move too far in, without our person in charge. So let's see. What do you guys think so far? What does chat think about the choices so far? I feel like Ride Along over A New Hope. It has to be, since A New Hope really came out in May. I don't know why there's a special edition screening, but hey, good for them for grossing $35 million in January. Good for them. I can hear Kev in the background. Our boy's coming back. Very excited. Very excited.
All right, what's moving on?
And he's back. Kev,
Yeah.
I looked up. A New Hope actually came out in May, but for some reason there was a special edition release in January of 1977, and it still grossed $35 million that month.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's number 12 on the all-time January month movies, but I feel like just to keep us honest, I had to let Ride Along move along.
Now, have you seen Ride Along?
I have. That's the Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin
Ice
Hart.
Cube
Ice
movie.
Cube, yeah.
Yes, yep.
It's not bad.
I mean, they made a sequel, so
I wonder if
well.
you think about Kevin Hart, you're going to look back and think, you know what, Ride Along is one of his movies. Like, it's one of his good movies.
Right before you came, like literally as I was debating this by myself, I was like, is this Kevin Hart's best movies?
Yeah.
And then I said, he doesn't have a lot of great ones, though.
No. But you know what? Comedy-wise, this might be one of his best. Do you remember where it ranked, like, on the list? Was it fifth all-time in January?
Ride Along is third, actually.
Holy shit, Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Ride Along, $41 million, third all time in January.
Nice.
So,
all right, Kevin Hart. Attaboy, K Hart.
Yeah. So I already gave the preview of the east side of the bracket. I didn't want to move too far along without you, Kev.
I got you.
Next, we got Bad Boys for Life in Gran Torino. And I'll be honest, I've never seen a Bad Boys movie, and I've only seen clips of Gran Torino. But it's intense. Gran Torino's very intense.
You know what? It was Gran Torino. So Bad Boys for Life.
Which is that the new one?
No, that's one that came out in 2020, I think.
Oh.
That's the one that was like the one that was right before 2020. Let me see what Bad Boys for Life is.
Grossed 60 or opened with $62 million. Not
bad.
Bad.
2020. Yeah. Not bad. I mean, yeah, made overall $426 million.
Yeah.
Not bad. I agree. It's not bad. I mean, I would say for this one, I think it definitely goes to Gran Torino. Gran Torino is just a better movie. Honestly, the third one is very forgetful of the Bad Boys series. I saw the fourth one, and I actually remember it, and I liked it a lot. But but Gran Torino itself is Chris. I mean, correct me. I think it's his last great movie he acted in. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I don't think it is.
Has he acted since?
He acted in a movie where he was like a drug mule. Daisy, can you tell me what it was? Which movie was it? It was like I don't think she gets why I'm talking right now, or she thinks I'm talking to her. But she was like a drug mule for one of these movies. It was not good. Surprisingly enough, Bradley Cooper was in that one. Yeah, I mean, this was just. I think he won an award for it, or he got nominated for Best Actor.
Did he direct too? Isn't Clint Eastwood a huge director?
Oh
now?
Yeah. 2008. His son's in it. Yeah, I think he was nominated. But definitely, I think between the two, it's this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe we can get into it a little more in the next round.
Sure. Yeah, we'll see. A lot of these you don't have to get too far into it yet. It seems like just because they're not very good.
So we got Split versus Lone Survivor. We got Taylor Kitsch versus James McAvoy.
Yes. This is James McAvoy's best movie, if you ask me.
Oh, I haven't seen this one yet either. I haven't seen the Split series movie.
I know. I think you need to see Split out of all of them. I do. Okay. I think it's M. Night Shyamalan's best movie since Signs. Did he do Signs?
I don't even know what that movie is.
Oh shit! Oh, let me see here. Let's see. M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
Oh, but besides Trap. Oh, he did the Sixth Sense.
I haven't seen that one either. Is that
Sixth Sense and Signs? Yeah, he did both of those movies. It looks like.
Would you say Split's his best movie? Like if that's
for me, I'm gonna say I think it's for me. It is my favorite.
Oh, so this movie might be why he has such a big following then.
No, it's definitely because of Signs and Sixth Sense. Those were like, and he knocked it out of the park. He was described with those two movies as being the next Steven Spielberg from like some big magazine, maybe Rolling Stone or something, or Time, or and it was a big deal for him when those two movies came out. But Split for me is all about that acting. You brought James McAvoy, man. I mean, he had to play 22 different characters, and he acted his ass off for all 22. Now, for most of them, he played like maybe 4, 5. But like you do see him, I think, pull out all 22, and it's creepy, and it's great. And it's Anya Taylor-Joy's first movie as well.
Yeah, and she's young.
She's young in it. Yeah, it is truly a creepy ass film. And James McAvoy hadn't been known as being like kind of a scary guy at that point, kind of a little bit of a heartthrob.
Yeah,
if you ask me. And he came in and just shaved his head, got extremely jacked up, and did this movie. I really recommend it to you.
Okay,
I think Rachel would like it too. I honestly do.
Is this pre or post First Class James McAvoy?
Post.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, post.
And then you got Lone Survivor. Tragic story. And I'm pretty sure Taylor...
Is this Mark Wahlberg?
I thought it was Taylor Kitsch. Let me look it up.
No, I think Taylor Kitsch is in it.
I think Taylor Kitsch is the Lone Survivor. Oh, wait. It is Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think Taylor Kitsch is the one who survives.
Oh, okay. Yep. Now I'm looking at the cast list. Yeah, what a sad movie.
Dan Bilzerian's in this movie.
Yeah, didn't he pay like a boatload just to be in it?
Did he? I don't know. Oh, that's kind of funny. I mean, what do you think's better? I guess you haven't seen it. Did you recommend this movie?
I remember.
I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I remember it being very sad, and the title gives it away. But I guess I didn't realize that, like going into the film, that out of the 4 or how many there were, only one's gonna live. So it was really sad seeing everybody.
That's the line of the night. That's the line of the night, man.
Yeah. I guess it should have been a little more obvious, but not to me.
You're a good dude.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Split, and if you want to go with Lone Survivor, you can, and we could do a horse race.
Just not being able to remember the movie that well, I feel like I got to give it to Split, just because everything that I've heard from Split, I'm happy to give it that title to move on.
Yeah, I wonder if I will go with Split far on this one. We'll see. Yeah. I might take that to the bank.
Yep. So
far, I think out of all these, I think I might like Split the most.
Okay.
Maybe Revenant. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, we might be battling then.
Yeah, we might be battling.
Have you seen the Book of Eli?
I've never. Yeah,
I have not seen
it. Yeah, I've never seen it either.
That's a Denzel movie, right?
Yeah, and I've heard it's a decent movie too. I don't know why I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I've heard great things about it. Is it a religious movie?
Let's see what it's about real quick. Let's see. The Book of Eli.
Religious.
It's only got 47% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Does it really?
A drifter fights his way across a ravaged post-apocalyptic America while protecting a sacred book that holds the secrets to humanity's salvation. So yeah, it's...
Spoiler alert, I think it is the Bible that he's holding. They call it a book. Maybe that's why everyone's like, oh, that's it.
Mila Kunis is in it.
Oh, no shit.
But that's probably the only other name I recommend or recognize.
Yeah, and then The Beekeeper I've actually seen and didn't hate, and actually I had fun.
I like The Beekeeper.
Yeah, same. So I think this is one of the bigger upsets. I think we have The Beekeeper move on.
The Beekeeper is like it's an action. You know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know, sure. There's no frills.
Yeah.
All right, The Beekeeper moves on. Sorry, Denzel. And next we have Cloverfield versus 1917.
Oh my God! I wish we would have moved Cloverfield up or something. Or
I haven't seen either, but is it 1917 a Netflix movie? Is that,
no, that's you're thinking of
or is that like the Western Front movie?
yeah,
Okay.
all across the Western Front, and then 1917 is also World War One. But it's insane. It's all one shot, which is beautiful. If there's a movie I can recommend you, Vu, if you have a list, put 1917 on there and Cloverfield. Both are really good movies.
Okay.
Both are one-shot cameras. They're all simultaneously one shot.
Is Cloverfield a war movie as well?
No, that one is a alien movie that is shot from a camera. And TJ, the guy from Silicon Valley, TJ, can't think of his fucking name. He's a dork. He's like the main character in it. He's the voice.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Oh, have you not seen it? It's one of the best sci-fi flicks out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Oh, TJ Miller.
Hey, Theo Rossi from Penguins in there.
Oh, okay.
Michael Stahl David, he was in some movies. Yeah, it's clearly his best one though. But and in 1917 is just you're watching two guys essentially on one camera, so there's no breaks. You're watching two guys run across Germany to make it for this mission that's like essentially like a suicide mission. And it's got great. It's one of my favorite. It's my favorite movie of 2020. I think this when this came out, and I mean, it truly. We'll see, but I think that's my vote.
Okay. Dang, you might have sold me, Cap. The passion.
I recommend it. I recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do recommend for this first round. I'll sell it for the next rounds even more.
Yeah. All right, Kev. We got our first round settled. We have Black Hawk Down, The Revenant, Glass, Ride Along, Gran Torino, Split, The Beekeeper in 1917. So a lot of action films.
Yeah, almost all action, right? Do we have any comedies or anything?
We have Ride Along.
Yeah, Ride Along. Yeah. Huh. I can't believe Glass moved on. That's both M. Night Shyamalan. Huh.
Yeah, it's a big month for M. Night Shyamalan.
I guess. So. Yeah, man.
All right, Black Hawk Down versus The Revenant. Kev, I might be riding for Black Hawk Down on this one.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man.
I didn't want to say this in the first round, but I don't remember a lot of my tweets from back in the day.
Yeah.
But I tweeted after this movie, I think Leo deserves an Oscar.
Oh, you're saying Revenant.
For Revenant, but not for this movie.
Oh!
Yeah. Hot take. It was a hot take.
Wasn't it like 3 hours long?
It was so long.
Yeah. I mean, I would go with you on that. I don't remember. I remember, you're right. I remember it was really long, and there was moments that are really good in it. But then there's moments where he's just tripping in the middle of the night in the snow. Yeah. And it's just like a little like, okay, this is great acting, but I'm a little bored.
Yeah. I haven't seen Perks of the Flower, Killer of the Flower Moon, but I'm assuming that it's got like the same vibe. Just a long movie, a long Leo movie. Yeah. Maybe all he does is long movies, but
it seems like where he's just acting his ass off. And that wasn't really a good movie. I mean, if it was a good movie, you would have seen it. I'm assuming.
Yeah. Black Hawk Down, constant action, great story, like just makes you happy to be an American.
Yeah, you know what? Black Hawk Down is pretty fucking great, man. I mean, I remember it was, and we said the cast is kind of phenomenal in it. It's the Battle of Tom Hardy's.
Yeah. Oh, true.
Yeah, it's the Battle of Tom Hardy's here. So I would go with Black Hawk Down moving on. Yeah.
Okay.
I would go with that.
I'm glad I was able to sell you on that.
You sold the hell out of it, brother. All right, good job. Let's go.
I have a question for
I think
you.
that's another big upset, I think.
Yeah. After you streamed it during winter break, have you watched The Revenant since?
I think I tried with Lindsay, and it was just so long. I mean, I remember the beginning scene in The Revenant is really good. Like, I think again, there's a movie that in the first third of the movie, it's really good.
Yeah.
You know, like that first scene where they're battling the Native Americans.
Yep.
And that was all shot on one camera. And then the bear scene's really good, of course. And you see the drama between and them leading up to Tom Hardy leaving him and stuff. But yeah, I have not fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, truly haven't.
I have not seen it again since.
I do remember thinking he deserved it.
Yeah. He definitely deserves an Oscar.
Yes. And this one he did so much to like get this movie made. I mean, clearly he went through the elements. That scene where he's just riding through the water. Oh god, and it's freezing water. It's terrible.
Yeah. I feel like we need to do a Leo bracket eventually.
Oh, for sure we got
just a Leo.
bracket.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He'll be coming soon enough. Maybe next week we can see if we can convince Brad.
Okay. I'm down for it.
You'll be gone. Yeah, sorry, but we'll get it soon. So that makes down to the final four. Okay.
Yep. Black Hawk Down Final Four for a January movie. I love it. Next, we have Glass and Ride Along. This is a tough one.
I think Ride Along's better.
Yeah. I remember Ride Along fondly because, like, isn't the premise of Ride Along? It's Kevin Hart's like fiance / wife / girlfriend's brother is Ice Cube, right?
That's right. Yeah.
And to like get him a little more manly, he decides to go on missions or.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's funny. There are really funny scenes in it.
Yeah.
And isn't he like the perfect husband too? Like really.
Yeah. He's just
it's a funny movie. Yeah,
he's just a good guy, like goody two shoes.
Yeah. And Ride Along is so disappointing, man. Or sorry, Glass was so disappointing.
Yeah. Which one was Glass? Is that Morgan Freeman or is it?
No, that's Samuel Jackson,
Oh,
Bruce Willis, and him,
gotcha.
and James McAvoy.
Gotcha. Oh, it was all three of them.
It looked cool, dude. Like you watch the trailer, and you're like, this looks like it's gonna be a great film.
Yeah,
but they couldn't finish the job.
Moving on, Ride Along.
I'd say Ride Along's moving on.
I love it.
Final four, Ride Along. Can it make it to the championship?
Yeah. All right, Kev. Gran Torino versus Split. These are both your movies.
Okay.
Who I feel like you're gonna ride for Split.
I feel like I'm gonna ride for Split.
Yeah,
I do. I remember I liked Gran Torino, but I saw it in 2008, so I was 14. So like it wasn't like I was like connecting with them.
What is Gran Torino even about?
It's about a guy who it's a very racist film.
Yeah, isn't it like about racial like tensions in a city?
Yes, in this new town, like his neighborhood. Essentially, it's like that phrase, like "there goes the neighborhood" when some bad, somebody who's not white comes in. I think it was like a Vietnamese gang or something like that, or a Vietnamese kid comes in, and he takes the things upon himself. It was a movie where it's like, daggone it, I'm gonna be taking my, buckling my bootstraps and taking them out. And America went, hell yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, America was all pumped up about it. I think, or all the old people around the world were like, this is my kind of movie.
Yeah.
And it's post-war. I think it was just like maybe people were getting disrespected more. I don't know. It is a good movie. And I remember at the time when I was a kid, my family was so pumped. They're like, oh my God, Clint Eastwood's going at the gangs.
Yeah.
And, but I mean, I bet I'd watch it now and kind of laugh.
Yeah. I wonder how it would hold up in today's society.
I honestly wondered too, man. Yeah, I don't know.
But it won so many awards, though. That's the thing. I feel like.
Yeah, it did. It did win a bunch of awards. Sorry, I just moved it to full screen. But then Split. I think again, Split is such a great film. It's the best of that trilogy I told you about. It's also just a great film in general. You get to watch Split and not feel like you need to watch the rest of those movies. It felt like it was on its own. But then at the end, I think they give an inkling to be like, oh wait, this is in the universe with that Bruce Willis movie. So, but it's really good. Again, James McAvoy's best movie. If I think of James McAvoy right now, I truly do think Split's like his. Because again, acting like 22 characters ain't easy.
Yeah,
it is creepy.
Is James McAvoy like kind of like an unsung hero when it comes to actors? Like we never talk about James McAvoy, right?
Oh, 100%. I was just playing a game called Wavelength at Christmas, and essentially it was like most underappreciated actor, underrated, one of the two. Yeah. And I thought to myself, you know what? I want someone who I think should be 10 times bigger.
Yeah.
Being the face of today's generation of actors, up there with Ryan Gosling, up there with
for sure.
Who else is like in their 40s right now? Like maybe Tom Hardy, Ryan Reynolds, yes. Yeah. Like all these Chris Evans. He should be. He also acted his ass off in all those X-Men movies. I think he is so underappreciated, and I think that's all because of him. I don't think he wants to get too big. I don't think he wants to. He did X-Men, but
Yeah.
the X-Men lost its way for that last movie. And I think now, and then got sold to Disney, and people just stopped appreciating it. And honestly, just wanted to because the MCU became so big, they wanted the X-Men to be a part of that, and it wasn't going to ever be a part of it. So maybe that disappointed the fans. Yeah. Am I going wrong there in thinking that?
No, I think you're completely right. Like if he was a part of the main MCU, I think we'd be talking about, James McAvoy so much more. But because he was like a Fox MCU character, he doesn't get the love, really.
God, him playing Professor X in the MCU would have been so great.
Yes. Oh, for sure. Like, he's the perfect Charles Xavier.
Yeah,
him and Fassbender
were great. If we could combine those in the same universe, God.
Those were the best X-Men movies, by the way.
Yes, they're so fucking good. Yes, they're so much better than that's. I think that was my first F-bomb of the day. But they're so goddamn good.
Yeah. No hate to James Marsden, but
no. I think James Marsden, he is somebody who hopefully gets recognized even more, and we put him in movies like just more movies. I don't know. I don't know if he just has a bunch of money saved up and he doesn't really care.
Yeah,
who knows?
This is a James McAvoy appreciation.
Oh, for sure. Right here. Yeah. I'd love to see him in the MCU. I wonder if they could ever bring him in, but because he has that X-Men to him,
he's got to come back for like Secret Wars, right?
Good point.
Yeah,
like he could be in like. That'd be great if he was in the DCU.
Oh, like a Lex Luthor.
Well, we already have a Lex Luthor.
Oh, true.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult. Or like a Batman.
Oh.
Could be cool.
Okay. I like it.
Who knows? Who knows? But
we're just spitballing. We're just spitballing.
We're just having fun here. Yeah. Come on, Disney. Don't be coming on here and taking our ideas.
At least give us some credit.
Yeah, give us some credit. Yeah, that could be a fun one we get.
Yeah.
I think the Split moves on.
Okay. Love it. So the last segment of this, we got The Beekeeper versus 1917.
I don't even need to talk about it. 1917.
The Beekeeper is very good for what it is.
It is good for what it is. Jason Statham back at it, doing his thing.
Yeah.
Doing his thing well.
Yep.
Taking out the scammers.
Yep. Taking out the scammers, the hive.
Yes.
Going all the way to the White House.
What'd you think? Yeah, dude, what'd you think of that world they created in Beekeeper?
I would be interested to see if they were going to actually make more movies based off of this.
Yeah. I think it made money. I think it made money on its budget. Which is
like it's one of the craziest plots ever.
Yeah.
Like just everything going on is just crazy.
Well, you've never seen any of the John Wick ones, right?
Mm-mm.
It's very similar to that, where it's like such outrageous. It's like I remember seeing. I don't think I even saw a trailer, but I remember thinking I'll go see this movie. And I remember by the end of it, I'm like, wait. I thought this was just be like an action beekeeper, and then all of a sudden there's things that go into the beehive, and there's you have to earn your way to be a beekeeper. He's not just a beekeeper.
Yeah. It's very crazy. It's very out there. But based off what you told me about 1917's One Shot, like that's crazy.
Oh man, I mean, I was just looking this up, and I wanted to sell it later on. Maybe we can, I can save it. But I mean, I'll give one thing. It's just the idea that it's a single continuous take. It really does make you feel like you're right there with the characters. You're literally sometimes they're saying this creates an unmatched level of tension. I mean, the idea is the story is that they're following two British soldiers on a desperate mission to deliver a message that could save 1,600 lives. So even though it's a simple plot, it allows for deep emotional engagement as you follow their struggle through the horrors of war. I mean, there's one scene, man, where they fall off down a waterfall. They've been running in, chased after for close to a mile, I'm sure, sprinting. And they're just tired, dead tired, and they fall in this waterfall. And he's kind of like, just like, oh, I'm finally not running. But as he's floating, you start seeing bodies in the water, in dead bodies of dead soldiers. And he's freaking out. And the movie, literally, you don't have an ounce of rest. And when you do have an ounce of rest, it's literally him resting, taking everything in, but then he realizes I'm resting, but you guys are the people I'm trying to say. I don't want to spoil because it's so damn good. So I highly recommend you check it out, Vu, if you ever get a chance. And it's not too long either, which is good, but it's also just as good as it gets. Acting, thriller. I mean, it's really a great film.
Is it in English?
Yes, it's all English.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, no,
You've sold me,
definitely good.
Kev. You have sold me.
I appreciate it, man. And again, at the end of the day, the sound and sound design and score is just phenomenal. So
Okay,
and that's big for me too.
nice. Now we're down to our final four.
Final four.
Final
All
four, top
right.
4 January movies, according to FAP. That is
Wow.
Black Hawk Down, Ride Along, Split, and 1917. I feel like it's a good mix. We had a good mix of movies in here.
You know what? I think you might be right. I mean, what do you think? Let's start with you, man. You've seen both. Both of these were kind of your movies. What do you think would be better between the two?
Ooh, just for like pure, like movie chops, like as an actual like full-on film, I think Black Hawk Down is a much better composed, like rounded film.
You're right. As a film, it's probably a better film. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's not to take away from Ride Along, you know? Kevin Hart doing what Kevin Hart does best.
Yeah. Well, I'm watching right now. I'm looking at this this might be Kevin Hart's best movie for me besides like Jumanji. I liked him in that, and I liked him in Scary Movies. Those are funny.
Okay.
But I went on ChatGPT. Oh, what?
Have you seen the one with The Rock, like CIA?
Yeah, no, I like that movie too.
Yeah, that's on my top Kevin Hart films as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's like if you want a serious, gritty war film, Black Hawk Down. If you want a lighthearted, fun comedy, Ride Along. I mean, who doesn't love a good classic buddy cop? Did this one come out before the Rock one, Ride Along?
I think so. Yep.
So I think this movie did so well that they were like, you know what? We got to do more Kevin Hart, like funny ride-alongs where he's with like his friends and stuff, and that's really probably got the Rock movie.
Yep. Yeah, it's for watchability, like rewatchability. I feel like Black Hawk Down is so intense that it's hard to rewatch that. But should we knock it because of that, of how dense it is?
I mean, I wouldn't say so. It is a long fucking movie, if I recall. I mean, I just remember thinking, you're right. I'm looking at this. The cinematography and sound design puts you right in the middle of the action. They're saying their performances are pretty great too.
Yeah.
I also think Josh Hartnett, that's like his best movie besides I think it's probably his best movie in general.
Yeah, that and Pearl Harbor. Maybe Trap.
Didn't you hate Trap? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much either.
But yeah, I think it's probably his best movie. Oh,
what do you think goes on? I mean,
this is tough, Kev. Like, what are you in the like right now? If I had to pick a movie to watch, I'd probably say Ride Along, just because it's an easy watch.
It's an easy watch, and it's a good watch. Now, can I really sleep tonight knowing I chose Ride Along over Black Hawk Down?
That's the thing. As a movie podcast, can we do that to ourselves?
Well, does that take a lot of legitimacy out of our way? Probably.
Yeah,
probably. But I thought that happened when we had Shrek be the best romantic film of all time. So rom-com. So I don't know. At this point, what to expect from us?
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like the FAP choice would be to choose Ride Along. The critic choice would be to choose Black Hawk Down.
Now, do any of these two have a chance at beating Split or 1917?
You see, that's tough because I haven't seen either of them. So this comes down to you.
This comes down to you, brother. This is your two movies. You get to pick this one. I'll pick the next.
Okay. Oof. I think Black Hawk Down has a better shot against the next two movies.
But I want you to pick a movie that you like, that you think is the best. Represents January movies.
What?
The classic from 1990 or a classic from 2000 fucking. I don't even know what year it came out.
I think I'm gonna have to go Black Hawk Down.
All right. For the sanctity of the podcast, I respect that.
Nice. All right, Kev, you got a hard choice: Split versus 1917. One Shot versus James McAvoy.
I mean, like I said, James McAvoy, an outstanding performance coming in, but I think truly 1917 is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Are there any well-known actors or actresses?
None. That's what's even crazier, man. Now it's the 1917. I mean, there's 1917 cast, a guy who I think is going to be huge in the future. I thought he would have been bigger by now, but George McKay. He was rumored to be He's rumored to be the Flash. In the upcoming DCU. So if you want to look him up, George McKay, Mackay. Richard Madden is in it. So from Game of Thrones, aka he's also in Eternals.
Well, I'm looking. Richard. Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's in it. Andrew Scott's in it. Benedict Cumberbatch, Mark Strong. Yes, every side character. So it's an all British movie. So every side character is a very famous actor.
Oh,
but the main two actors are not. They're young up and coming guys.
Gotcha.
I also think that. Gosh, I'm just trying to think. I mean, it's also the team behind it, like the 1917 cinematographer is extremely well known. He's like a great probably the best. Roger Deakins is his name. So he did Shawshank Redemption, Fargo, A Beautiful Mind, Skyfall, Sicario, Blade Runner 2049. He's the one who was behind the camera shooting it itself, creating the cinematography. The director, Sam Mendes. He did. He's done a lot of things like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I know. American Beauty, Road to Perdition, Jarhead, Skyfall, Spectre. He was big with. Yes, that's right. He was big with the James Bond movies for a while.
Okay.
And then he's going to be doing all the movies on the Beatles coming out.
Oh. Are there multiple Beatles movies?
4 of them. They're all gonna get their own movie in their own universe, the Beatles universe.
Everybody's gonna get their own movie, and then they're gonna all team up and do a movie at the end.
I don't know, or they're all gonna do all 4 and be together the entire time or something. Have you heard who the actors are gonna be in the Beatles? And I think I have said it on here, but that's okay. I won't take it personally. No, but the Beatles cast.
I did not know they're each getting their own movie.
Oh yeah, dude. Paul Mescal is rumored to play Paul McCartney.
Okay.
Barry Keoghan is going to be Ringo Starr.
Oh.
Joseph Quinn is going to be George Harrison.
Okay.
And Harris Dickinson is going to play John Lennon.
Who's Harris Dickinson?
So let me. One sec.
Let me look him up.
Let me share my screen. Yeah, look him up. Do you know the other 3?
Yeah.
All up and coming actors.
Yeah, I feel like those are all pretty big names for the younger guys. So that makes sense. I don't know who this Harris Dickinson guy is.
Oh, he was in like that Baby Girl movie with that came out with Nicole Kidman.
Have you seen that?
No, it doesn't look good to me.
Yeah.
I don't really need to watch a Geek Fest. Harris Dickinson. He's in Iron Claw.
Wait, he's an Iron Claw? What?
Yeah, he's the older brother. He's the oldest brother.
He's the one that dies
in Japan. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Wow.
I told you, dude. That movie has the best cast. Where in the future it's gonna be insane. Like everyone's gonna look at that movie and go, "Wow, that cast is insane."
Is this going to be like the Ocean's 11 of the new generation?
The new generation, all these seriously, yes, that's a good point. Without maybe Austin Butler.
Yeah, literally, that's all they're missing.
Yeah,
Austin Butler.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think. But yeah, these guys are kind of the future.
Okay, nice. Well,
that's another movie I watched. I watched a movie with Barry Keoghan where he's a creepy little boy called "The Killing of the Sacred Deer."
I was literally about to watch that the other day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It looks way too intense.
It's intense, man.
It's probably Saltburn. He's the bad guy in that, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's like Saltburn 2.0.
Essentially.
The original Saltburn.
Oh, I guess we're not. Well, I guess Jacob Elordi's that'd be a fun one. We have to name who are the top 10 future top actors.
Yeah.
Is Zac Efron in something like that still?
Yeah, I think he's young.
He's young. He's young enough.
He's definitely young enough. Yeah, next bracket, up and coming Glenn Powell bracket.
Yeah. Zac Efron's 37, which is crazy to think about.
Okay. But I mean, Barry Keoghan's got to be around that, right?
No, he's maybe
he's got to be 30.
He's dating Sydney or Christina
Sabrina
Carpenter.
They did.
And he banged Becky Hill.
Yeah, that's who he cheated.
She's young. They're all young. I bet he's under 28. Let's see.
Brecky Hill, Minnesota legend.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Oh God, when I looked up Barry Keoghan, it went Barry Keoghan hot scene. All right, he's 32.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
same
he's
age
got a
as Barry.
kid. Yeah. He's got a
Yeah,
kid.
he does?
Yeah.
Who's his kid with?
His ex-wife.
What?
Yeah.
He was married?
Yeah, before Sabrina. He was married
dude.
and then
She's an absolute smoke show. Oh my God, Barry Keoghan is quite impressive.
Yeah. Barry Keoghan released Saltburn and nothing's been the same after that last scene.
I think she's a beautiful woman.
I don't know what she looks like, but yeah, Barry Keegan's been around the block.
Oh wow, good for him and her. Yeah.
Yep.
Holy crap. Dang. Yeah, not bad. I'm impressed with him with that. Okay, I see his game.
Yep. Game recognizes game.
Yeah, game recognizes game. But yeah, 1917.
All that to say 1917.
Yeah, 1917. Yeah.
And that's what you get from a fat bracket right there.
Yeah. Yep,
a nice little tangent that it all wraps around it.
All right. I mean, Black Hawk Down versus 1917.
With this bracket, this is like the quintessential January movie bracket. It's only right that 2 war movies are in the finals.
Right? Are you a war movie guy yourself?
I feel like in high school I was.
Yeah.
But don't really watch war movies now.
Yeah. It's not like I would watch it. I would see him in theaters.
Yeah.
So to where I would not see him at home. I've seen 1917 at least 20 times.
Really? It's that
man.
good?
It's that good to me. I may overhype it.
Yeah.
But I think a good way to put it is, yes, for these 2 movies, man, you would have the idea of, if you want a visually stunning, immersive, and emotional journey, go with 1970. If you want a realistic, intense, and action-packed war film, Black Hawk Down is the way to go. So both are not going to be easy to watch.
Would you say Black Hawk Down is like the Fast and Furious movies version of war movies?
I would say that one with the one
Rock.
with, was he in a war movie?
Oh, I thought you were saying like
no,
Fast
the one you brought up earlier with Mr. Fantastic, Jim Halpert, John Krasinski.
Yeah,
that is the Fast and Furious of all those movies.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I think Black Hawk Down's a little more serious, if I recall. Great cast, yes. When we look at it, the cast is insane, but they all were young. They weren't necessarily stars at the time.
Yeah,
right. They're up and coming. I think it was Tom Hardy's first movie.
Okay, this is a tough one. I feel like I haven't seen 1917 and I haven't seen Black Hawk Down in so long.
Both are prolific. I'd say Ridley Scott's one of the top directors of all time.
Which one do you think was shot better?
That's a really good point. Probably 1917 for sure.
Really? Because I remember Black Hawk Down being like, whoa, like you feel like you're on the battlefield. Like you feel like you're in
with
the
1970. I want to convey to you how literally you're immersed in the world of Germany back then, because you're literally watching them close up. It's very like body on.
Yeah.
God, I really want you to see if you can, man.
Yeah.
I also think Rachel would like it too, because it's such a unique film.
It's not too action heavy.
It's slow. No, it's not. It's not too action heavy by any means. It's actually kind of more, but it's more an emotional ride, more an emotion journey. And a lot of the time, it's because they're in the middle of the battlefield, so they're waiting to get shot at by snipers. So you're not necessarily just having gun battles. It's them hiding and sneaking around the battlefield. It's not them having gun battles, but it's actually none. Yeah, no, it's not really action packed. There's really no gun fights at all. There's maybe 1 or 2 scenes.
Okay. I'm really intrigued about 1917 now.
Oh man, I'm looking at this. Why 1917 has superior cinematography. They're saying Roger Deakins' one-shot illusion, of course, the one-shot illusion, the stunning visuals and lighting. So from eerie, orange-lit ruins at night to the vast open battlefields, every frame is breathtaking, seamless camera movement. Of course, why Black Hawk Down deserves praise, because it's chaotic, gritty realism. So, Black Hawk Down is more of the gun battle, the shooting, whereas I'm telling you, it's like the world you're in. I mean, one of the best scenes in. You know what? I'll show you it just because I feel like you'll enjoy it. 1917 scene. Here, I'll show you the trailer. Here we go.
Let's get it.
Let me just take over. Okay. Share screen. Hopefully this doesn't get it. We do not own any of this, by the way. This is not ours. It's all YouTube and Universal Pictures.
Bring your kit.
I hoped today might be a good day. Hope is a dangerous thing.
You have a brother in the 2nd Battalion.
Yes, sir.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you fail, it will be a massacre.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
Why?
We've got orders to cross
Oh, I just want to rewatch this movie now.
Yeah.
If we're not clever about this, no one will get to your brother. I will.
Oh.
There is only one way this ends. Last man standing.
I'm going back to see my father.
We need to keep moving! Come
I'm
on!
going back
Oh.
tomorrow.
We can't possibly make it that way, man! You bloody insane!
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them. Good luck.
That is intense.
Yeah, dude, I got insane chills.
I'm
Oh
getting
my
goosebumps right now.
Yeah, same, dude. It's so good, dude. I really recommend that movie. I hope I'm not overhyping it. But as you notice there, yes, there's scenes of like action, but it's a lot of it is just the journey of them trying to survive. So it truly is not like a typical war movie in the sense of battles. It's just like it just shows you the gritty realism of World War One.
Yeah.
The war that was supposed to end all wars.
Jeez. All right, Kev. I'm changing my vote. 1917 is my vote.
Hey, all right, man. All right.
Alone.
Oh my god, you gotta see it. It is seriously one of my favorite movies of all time. So I do recommend it. If you and Rachel want a movie on like Friday, Saturday night, check it out, man.
This is it. Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
January, the war movie month.
Yeah. War movie month comes down to the best one I'd say, which is 1917.
Yeah.
Boo, man. Well, hey, everyone out there, thank you so much for joining us on this journey of getting through 16 films that came out in January. I mean, luckily these are actually decent movies, but
Yeah.
most of the time, January movies aren't very good. So, hey, man, anything you want to say before we head out? Knowing that we have the finals and the champion, which is 1917 for the best January film of all time to be released.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah, there we go, brother. I hope you enjoy it, man. I wonder if you can stream it on anything.
Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope. Netflix.
Oh, perfect.
It is on Netflix too. Okay.
Perfect.
Cool, man. Well, I highly recommend it. But yeah, brother, dude, it was great to be back. I think we only had 2 podcasts this month, maybe 3. 2, I think.
2, yeah.
Yeah, we only had 2 this month, but that's all right. I mean, we're good to be back. Like I said, we're it's good to see that we got a couple in this month. And I feel like February is gonna be tough, but we're gonna keep going and getting through and keep subscribing people out there and following our podcast. We appreciate everything. I was so hungover all day because of work trips, and I didn't think I was going to make it. So I appreciate this fun bracket and having the energy with you, man.
Let's go. Expect more Severance podcasts in the future. We're reviewing, so
yes,
keep
I think
on
we are going to
tuning
keep on. Yeah, we're going to keep following it. And like we said 2 weeks ago when we went through that best TV shows, I mean, it's looking amazing.
Yeah, a lot's coming out. Squid Game's coming out this June. Like, there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. Wait, dude, is this not the third episode of the month? Because didn't we do movie and TV?
Yes, it is the third. It is
okay, that's
third.
good.
Yes.
All right, that's good. We got 3 in this month. I'm proud of that.
Yes, 3 in this month. Not bad.
Not bad, man. Well, hey, dude, guys, keep following us, keep subscribing, keep checking us out. I mean, this is episode 58. 58 episodes, man. Season 3, starting off hot, man. So we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, and hey, never stop fast.